Hello everyone, how are you all doing out there? I'm Kate Hill, bringing you the best, unbiased, honest content on property, along with really awesome hints and tips, area reports. Today, stay tuned for a special Perth property market update. Perth continues to be Australia's strongest property market, with a busy and competitive housing scene and rising prices. The housing market in Perth is expected to continue experiencing price increases in the near future. Perth continues to offer affordability compared to other major cities in Australia. According to the CoreLogic Home Value Index published earlier in August, the median house price for Perth is $625,000. That's less than half the median price in Sydney at $1.3 million, and a long way below Melbourne's $924,000. In Adelaide, you're going to pay $100,000 more for the average house than you do in Perth. It's a similar scenario for apartments. In Perth, the median price for units is $420,000 compared to $820,000 in Sydney and over $600,000 in both Canberra and Melbourne. So buyers of all kinds are clamouring to buy in Perth. It's completely rampant over there, which has one of the strongest economies, healthiest state budgets and fastest growing populations in Australia. With all that going in its favour, you might expect Perth to be leading the nation on price growth recently, but it is not. It's doing okay, but Sydney leads in terms of growth in house prices in the year to date, up 7%, while Perth has only grown 4%. Perth retains ample opportunities for significant appreciation in property values. It still has some way to go to fulfil its potential in the current growth cycle. WA's economy has forged ahead since 2020, fueled by high population growth, like I say, a rising resource sector and effective management of the pandemic. Perth now has one of the lowest unemployment rates in the nation at 3.6%. So here are some of the areas you might like to consider. The City of Stirling's consistency as a top performer is being driven by several large infrastructure projects, some of which have been completed recently. The Stirling City Centre project, touted as one of Australia's biggest urban regeneration projects, finished in January 21 with an $800 million upgrade of the Karrinyup shopping centre completed later in that same year. $1.6 billion now being spent on upgrading two of the LGA's major shopping centres. Another $400 million is being spent on various transport projects as three levels of government work on transforming Stirling into a Metronet-style hub. But Stirling keeps its leisure-side lifestyle attributes with Scarborough Beach, lots of bars, cafes, shopping and education facilities also give it a bit of a youthful vibe. These factors are accompanied by extremely low vacancy rates, while government incentives have encouraged first home buyers to enter the market. All of these points have helped Stirling property market continue to experience rising sales activity and price growth. Well into 2023, Perth continues to be the nation's strongest property market, with 7 out of 10 suburbs having positive rankings and more areas with rising sales activity than anywhere else in the country. Numerous government incentives, like I say, for first home buyers are adding further momentum to Perth's property market, and they are a beneficial factor for young families who dominate the City of Canning's landscape. So Canning City features really strongly. 7 of the LGA's 9 suburbs are rising market in terms of sales volumes, with consistent demand being the outstanding feature of the area. The LGA is also strategically located on Perth's southeastern transport corridor, is easily accessible to lots of large-scale employment areas. And this appealing combination includes an attractive lifestyle and strong population growth, with residential construction expected to continue well into the 2040s to satisfy all this increasing demand. The revival in this precinct is also supported by some of the lowest vacancy rates in Perth. Armidale LGA has some of the most budget-priced houses of any capital city, as well as offering really good infrastructure, services and amenities. Armadale is the 4th fastest growing LGA in WA and has the added advantage of being strategically located again in Perth's southeast transport corridor, which, like I said just now, makes numerous really large scale employment areas really accessible. It's important. Further growth and opportunity are expected in the future, with the city of Armadale marked for infrastructure development by the federal government, encouraging additional business, industrial and residential projects. The revival in this precinct is supported again by some of the lowest vacancy rates, currently well below 1%. And it has some of the best yields in the country. The Belmont LGA benefits from its close proximity to the Perth CBD, in particular to East Perth, which has undergone significant urban regeneration in recent years. This has created significant job nodes, lifestyle improvements. Belmont also benefits from its close proximity to Perth Airport Complex, which lies within its boundaries. The airport has undergone extensive expansion, and a proposed third runway is designed to support future growth in the WA economy. The Forestdale Airport link was completed in 2022, providing train links between the airport and the CBD. Additional road and rail infrastructure projects are also underway in this precinct. It creates jobs, improves connectivity. Belmont's relative affordability is a strong benefit, which is attracting investors and owner-occupiers. The LGA has a higher than average proportion of renters, I think probably because of its proximity to the airport, which encourages a more transient population. Vacancies are extremely low and yields are good, particularly in that unit market. Gosnells has some of the most affordable houses of any capital city. Yes, it's had a bit of stigma, but it's not all bad. It's a regenerating and rejuvenating area. Again, it is strategically located on Perth's southeast transport corridor, sensing a theme here, and on the Armadale train line. Easy accessible to Perth CBD and the Kwinana and Rockingham employment areas. Gosnells and the surrounding suburbs have been earmarked for future infrastructure development by the federal government, encouraging business, industrial and residential projects. Again, the revival in this precinct is supported by lowest vacancy rates in the Perth metropolitan area, very strong rental yields. There's been significant uplift in sales activity in most of the suburbs in Gosnells throughout 21 and 2022, and the trend is absolutely continuing well into this year, and I don't see it changing anytime soon. Now, I will keep you posted as always on all things property from around Australia. If you loved the free content and this video, then please don't forget to subscribe and hit that little like button for me. And I will see you all again really soon. Bye.